What's up, everybody? Wow. I'm gonna try to keep this video short and sweet and get to the point. I wasn't gonna do it, but I'm a man of my word, and I told you guys I would have the video posted. Obviously, I needed to recuperate. Wow. So, I guess, as we all know now, we are finding out what sort of a year this is gonna be. You know, I guess I'm really just more so disappointed in not only the players but the coaches on the development mentally, physically of our players. Our backs were against the wall Saturday. We had no way out. We were cornered and we had to fight. And there was absolutely no fight. I don't care. I'm tired of the excuses. I don't care what anybody says anymore. You know, I'm one of the biggest supporters of our team, biggest fanatics. I do not throw anyone on the bus, players, coaches, anything. And I'm tired of, you know, you get on social media and you see people say, oh, well, if you're gonna talk bad about our team, we don't need you. Really? Really? Let me tell you something. If you're okay with being mediocre, if you're okay with having 10-win seasons but not ending in a championship, some of you fans, I even seen at the games, wearing shirts that are Orange Bowl bound t-shirts. Now, forgive me if maybe I'm misunderstanding or forgetting something, but didn't we lose the Orange Bowl to Clemson? Matter of fact, not just lose, but get our butts pushed in by Clemson. Why would you wear a shirt to remind you of that? And some of you fans go to the length of even saying, but we had a good season and we finished it off good. We made it to the playoffs. That's what I would call a happy to be here fan. You're one of the t-shirt wearing fans who are just happy to be here. You're a casual fan. You're not a true fan. You say because you support your team through the thick and thin, it makes you a real fan. No, it makes you someone who settles. And you know, some of the most successful people in life do not settle. Okay? They're not okay with being just normal or mediocre, like some of you fans. Don't bash me or any other fan that has an opinion to say we need a change in coaching or whatever it might be. The development of our players is not there. Bob Stoops is a great man. I've seen other people say, analysts or players, or no one ever has anything to say bad about his integrity or the fact that he's a great man. He's a great leader of men, young men becoming men. But for those of you to say, oh, well, he's a great coach and, you know, he's done this for a team in 10-win seasons and most winningest active coach in all of college football, that's great. Has he won us a national championship with his players? Not in 2000, but with his players. We've been there 3 times and lost every one of them. 3 times in his tenure. Lost every one of them. I am the biggest Bob Stoops advocate. I have his back. I used to play racquetball with Venables. Okay, so Stoops is one of my all-time favorite people as a person. Okay, I watched First Take, and every time I would hear Skip Bayless say something negative about Bob Stoops, I would cringe. When I would see him go there on Big 12 Media Days and speak to Skip Bayless, I felt uncomfortable for him because I knew in the back of his mind, he knew Skip Bayless don't like him. And he throws him under the bus every opportunity he has. So, for those of you that think that I'm one of those fans calling for Bob Stoops' job, I'm not. I'm just tired of the excuses. Are you not? Or is it just me? He spoke at the post game and said, I'm not going to say that we didn't try our hardest because we put in our full effort. And then he goes on to say, but we just didn't get the job done. So what does that say about the coaching? What does that say about the development of our players? We, plain and simple, are not on the level, our caliber. We don't have the caliber type players as Ohio State did. Ohio State has freshmen, okay? They're recruiting 5-star players at Ohio State under Urban Meyer, okay? They've won a national championship under Urban Meyer. What, his first or second year? How long has Bob Stoops been here? How many opportunities is he going to have and fail? How many times are we going to finish the season good with a Sugar Bowl, but not a national championship? That is not okay. If that is enough for you, something is wrong, and you're probably settling in your own life. I don't understand it, and I don't get it. How is it Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State can recruit players, and they will sit on the bench, 5-star, 4-star players, won't play a couple games until their senior season or play their final year, but they sat for 3 years. We can't go get those players? We can't recruit any of those players? Why? We're Oklahoma. We're having to go get JUCO players. We're getting 3-star, 2-star players and have to develop them. We couldn't get one corner to guard one of their second best receivers. The second best. We couldn't get one corner to do it. Mekhi Quick is a freaking wide receiver, and we have him playing cornerback because we had no depth. Do you guys understand that? And are you okay with that? You know, I was looking on Twitter, and Zach Sanchez said, where's my phone so I can read it so for verbatim. At the end of the day, players got to make plays. Besides Baker Mayfield, there's no leadership, and that's a huge problem. Now, not trying to say anything, but he's probably the last person that should be talking about somebody giving up huge plays, because for those of you Sooner fans that know, he gave up a lot of huge plays, but he also made plays. But the fact that players, former coaches, are calling out and pointing out things like that and knowing that, and even me as a fan and people that go to the games can see there's no leadership. There's no fight. We have the mentality of the Texas Longhorns for the last 5 years. That's what we look like. No fight. We just give up. If you fans that say, I'm proud of my boys, they fought hard. What game were you watching? What game? Clearly, we were just outmatched, outcoached again, and outplayed. They were physically better, athletically better, smarter decision making. Baker Mayfield. Did I not say this? For those of you that didn't see my video previous to this one, go back and watch it. I called it. Baker Mayfield. I love the kid. Reminds me of Brett Favre sometimes. But his backyard, Johnny Manziel, football playing self, throwing balls he shouldn't throw, holding the ball and taking sacks in the red zone. Anybody knows you do not take a sack in the red zone. Get rid of the ball and live to see another day. Why is no one telling this man this before he even walks on the field? And if they are and he's not getting it, something needs to change. Something needs to be done. It's been a problem. Samaje Perine, ineffective again. Why? Is it because he's not getting enough play calls? Because I barely even remember seeing him in the game. And when he was in the game, he was ineffective. Joe Mixon, great player. But how many times do you watch on SportsCenter a player, it just recently happened against Texas with California, where Texas got robbed, okay? The player drops the ball right before he crosses the plane, and a Texas defender recovers the ball. It should have been Texas' ball, and they should have had at least an opportunity to tie the game. But they were robbed. They should be 3-0. But they're not. I don't care. I still hate Texas. I'm not defending. I'm just saying. So then Joe Mixon, his is at least 1.5 yards before you cross the plane. Really? I'm just dumb. Penalties, plays, decision making, not one leader. Not one leader. And Baker's supposed to be the leader. The players are supposed to feed off of his emotion. Really? You can't get one person on that team to stand up and step up and say, we're better than this. We're better than this. To fight. Every time it seemed like, oh, we were going to make a little run, we were going to have a little comeback or whatever it might be, they hit us in the mouth. And we had no fight. We just took it. We just took it. No push on the defensive line at all. Soft. Couldn't budge anybody on the offensive line to save our freaking lives. Receivers not getting open. Period. Dropping balls. Running backs ineffective. I don't want to just make it seem like I'm just hating or whatever, because God knows that I'm not. I mean, look at my house. You should see the rest of it. I support my boys all the time. And I'm not normally like this, but I'm tired of being embarrassed. I'm tired of the excuses. I'm tired of the mediocrity. We need 5-star players. We need development in our players. We need more Tony Jeffersons, big hitters, okay? Gerald McCoys, okay? If you look at Ohio State's offensive and defensive line, those are some big boys. They are not what I thought they were. I don't know if it's maybe my perception of the Big Ten, whereas I just thought they were not that good, honestly. But when I seen the players, those are some big boys, okay? They could beat anybody, honestly. I think Ohio State can run the table. I really don't know who in the Big Ten can mess with them. Michigan, I believe, is overrated. I think Ohio State's going to run the table, and I think they could beat Alabama. I really do. But that says nothing for us. Ohio State was supposed to be in a rebuilding year. Rebuilding year. That's not rebuilding, that's reloading. We are in a rebuilding year. And we are again next year. And that is our entire recruiting class for next year and on. We had some big names on the sideline at that game. A lot of them showing interest in Oklahoma and Ohio State. What do you think's going to happen now? What do you think they're leaning towards now? Oklahoma? We're not competing for national championships. We're supposed to, as Sooner fans, we are some of the best people. We are some of the best fans. We are the most passionate. We are proud of our team. And it takes a different man, a different breed of man. It takes a different breed of woman to have Sooner pride. Win, lose, draw, we'll support them. Through and through. And I am not saying I do not support my team. I'm just tired. I am sick and tired of the excuses on why we are not competing for a national championship. Why we are not winning national championships. Why we are not getting the type caliber players that these other schools are, with coaches who are just got there. Bob Stoops is a great developer of young men, two men. But I'm confident of all these years that I've supported him, I am not a believer anymore. It's hard to trust somebody who continues to lie to you, right? It's hard to trust somebody who continues to do things that they said they won't do, right? How do you trust a head football coach to take you to the promised land in a sense, but continues to let you down, continues to embarrass you, continues to whiff on 5-star players? You guys can make up all the excuses you want. You can defend him to you're blue in the face and in the grave, okay? I've done it. I've almost gotten into physical fist fights at the basketball courts of people talking crap about Bob Stoops or my Oklahoma Sooners for losing to West Virginia or Boise State. We are Oklahoma Sooners football. We compete for national championships. We have 7 national championships. But how long ago were they? What have we done? What have we done lately? Compete for 3 and you're happy to be there. You're one of those fans that want a t-shirt. Well, I'm happy to be there. Walking around with Orange Bowl t-shirts. You didn't win. How do you wear a shirt that reminds you of getting your butts pushed in the Orange Bowl? You didn't win. We had a good season though. We finished it off strong. Really? Really? I'm just ranting now. I've been ranting. I don't care. Hats off to Ohio State for the win. You guys are good. I think you'll win it all, honestly. And if you don't, I'll be shocked. Bye week this week. Following week we play TCU. I'll have a preview of that game. Wow. I don't know, Sooner fans. We could lose 2 more and compete for the Cactus Bowl or the Texas Bowl. I don't even know what bowl we'd be going to. And if that's all right with you, more power to you. But I'm done. I support my team and I love my team. I'm gonna watch the games, I'm gonna be at the games, whatever. That ain't gonna change. But something's gotta change quickly. Okay? Something's gotta change quickly. I mean, watching our program lately, I mean, I don't see how people don't have ulcers and just like get physically sick. It's sad. I hope we can turn around, guys. I hope we can turn around next year, because this year you can say what you want. Oh, we'll run the table and we'll, yeah, it doesn't matter. Does it really matter? Run the table and go to what bowl and do what? You're happy? What, we win 8 games. Some of you guys, oh, they had a good season. They fought hard. I can't with you. I really can't. My brain hurts trying to be that dumb. Anyways, like I said, video for the preview of the TCU game, which I do believe will win that game. I just don't think TCU's that good, but I don't know what team's gonna show up, guys. If they'll even remember they have a freaking game, because there's no fight, no pride, nothing. Just a bunch of zombies walking around. We'll see, right? Anyways, until next time, y'all have a good one. Boomer Sooner. Let's turn it around. Let's get better. Let's have some heart, some pride. We can only hope, right? Y'all have a good one.